Hey, Gold Digger! Kimberly Olson here, coming in live for a Gold Digger exclusive training. I've got a new freebie for you. I've got a new tool to help you grab your audience's attention because let's face it, they really do have the attention of a goldfish. So I was listening to Russell Brunson today because I really am obsessed at this point. If you don't know who he is, he's the creator of ClickFunnels. I actually ran into him at the lobby with Beth when we were at the 10X conference, Grant Cardone. Got a picture with him. He's a real person. He jokes around that he looks like an 11-year-old. He's a genius. And so I was listening to him while I was running today. I'm in his 30-day funnel thing. Anyways, he was talking about 20, 30 years ago, the average person had an attention span of 20 minutes. About 10 years ago, it was 10 minutes. Now the average person has an attention span of 7 seconds, and a goldfish's attention span is 8 seconds. So if you're like, that's ridiculous, well, if you think about everything that is thrown at us in a day, I mean, my airplane mode isn't working on my phone, so I have to manually, I know, totally ghetto, but whatever. I have to manually turn off notifications, like if I want my phone by me with the alarm clock and I'm gonna take a nap or something. Yeah, I know, Kathy. If you believe it, let me know. And I have to turn off notifications manually. Do you guys know how many apps I have to turn off just to take a nap? It's crazy. I'm like, oh, Gmail, messages, Messenger, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, but I don't want that one. I mean, it's nuts. So between life, and a lot of people are now having 2 spouses are working outside of the home. We're also doing home-based businesses. Obviously, that's why you guys are watching this. We're raising kids. Like, it's a SHIT show. So for you to grab your audience's attention and get them to stop the scroll, because this is what they're doing. They're trying to digest the content as fast as they can. They're like, okay, I've got a 30-minute lunch break. I'm going to just go on Facebook or Instagram. I'm just going to go through and try to just catch up on my friends, see what's going on. The only way you're going to be able to grab their attention is if you understand what I'm about to teach you, okay? So if I'm not sure if ManyChat is synced up just yet, but if we'll put it at the end as well. But if you put LINK in the comments, then you are going to get the freebie sent to you in Messenger. It's a PDF. It's 4 pages. I created it today for you guys because I had lots of free time. Just kidding. It came to me and I was like, of course, this is what we need to be focusing on right now. Anna. Okay, so Anna says yes. Thank you, Anna, the most amazing human in the planet outside of my family. I love you. So when it comes to grabbing your audience's attention like a pro, there's several components. So if you want to get the freebie to go with it, it'll come to you, like I said, and it'll be what I'm going to talk about right now, okay? But I want you to understand the why behind everything I go over. Also, if you want to make sure you get notified when I go live on Monday nights, go ahead and text the word Gold Digger, it's one word, Gold Digger, to the number 484848. So if you put in there, like when you normally put a phone number, if you put 484848, and then you message Gold Digger, it's gonna opt you into my texting service and you'll get notified when I go live, because I know you're busy, I get it. Okay, so the first way we're gonna talk about grabbing attention is going to be with Facebook Lives. That's the first way, okay? So your title is everything when it comes to Facebook Lives, even if you're gonna use one stream live and you're gonna record it and then you're gonna push it out, okay? Because some of you are not ready to hit the live button, and that's okay. But you are going to go ahead and do that live or record it, whatever. But the title is everything, okay? I want you to include words such as stop doing this, start doing this. The biggest mistakes when it comes to blank, okay? My 3 keys to success, 5 keys to success, my top 10 tips for crushing it on social media. Now, everything I do, as you guys know, is more based around entrepreneurial, building a business, all that stuff. But let's just say you are going to step into the lifestyle space and you're like, no, I want to, I have it. Okay, I want to teach people how to use the Cricut. I got invited to a Cricut support group this weekend. It's a true story. So I'm gonna go to a Cricut support group on Friday and you have to bring your Cricut and your laptop and it's a support group. Yeah. So I'm gonna go do that. And let's say I'm gonna do a live on Cricut, the Cricut. I could call my live the top 3 mistakes you're making when it comes to your Cricut, or how to get started with your Cricut in 3 simple steps. Now what's happening is we're letting people know what the video is about, but we're making it simple for people. We're letting them know that there's a plan. If you just said, Cricut training, I mean, people are like, well, I don't know if I need that Cricut training. But if you tell them what to expect in the video, they're much more likely to stop, okay? Why did you stop to watch this video? probably because you saw a new freebie. So you're like, oh, I've gotten other freebies from her. I like her stuff. I love having new tools to help me with my business. Oh yeah, I definitely want to stop the scroll. Is there something I'm missing to stop the scroll? I want to learn that from Kimberly. So this video is an example of that as well. Okay, other things I want you to do is I want you to use emojis. I want you to use strong punctuation marks, so exclamation marks. If you're on your cell phone and you scroll over where the emojis are, there's a punctuation area. So it has X's and big red letters. You guys are gonna laugh at this, but whenever, I didn't do it for this video, but whenever I put like, stop doing this, and I have X's, which of course I can't do them every video, I have to sprinkle them in. X's, stop doing this, guess what? I think I maxed out at like 70 some live views like a month ago, and what was it? It was like XXX, stop doing this, these 10 mistakes. I hate to say it, but it catches your attention. I also want you to throw in some capital letters with a word, so capitalize the entire word in there. The main thing is you want to be thinking, what's in it for them? Okay, so you don't want to say like, oh, I'm going to tell you all about my acai berries from Brazil. They're triple filtered wash. Come find out why. Come find out about the process. Nobody freaking cares how the acai berries are triple washed. They just don't. But they do care that acai berries are linked to antioxidants. They're linked to anti-aging. You wonder why Brazilian people are so gorgeous? They freaking grew up on acai berries. Hello. So you want to think, what's in it for them? Like, why do they want to stop to watch your video? What's in it for them? Why should they stop and watch it? So when you think of the person you're trying to grab them to stop and watch it, I always think to myself, what do you need help with? For you, you want to learn how to stop the scroll. So that was going to be in my title because I knew you would see it and go, oh, I need to learn how to do that. Okay, so don't worry about what you have to offer. I want you to think about what they need, okay? So also, I want you to include a call to action in the title. If you see this one, I wrote a little sentence and then I put a space and I wrote another sentence. So you can have your title can have a couple different steps to it, okay? With the call to action, you want to encourage them to stop and watch the video, okay? So I think this one says something like, watch this now, or watch this if you need help, whatever. But a call to action is going to tell them what to do. Believe it or not, subconsciously, if you say, hurry, watch this, or grab these tips, or stop what you're doing and watch this video now, you will get some people who are like, oh, okay, because, you know, they're on autopilot, scrolling, their thumb's about to fall off. So if you give them a call to action, they're more likely to stop and watch it, okay? So I have in the PDF, I have sample titles for you. Wouldn't that be helpful, okay? So some samples there so you can see how I use the emoji, what words I use in there. What also helped me, this is gonna be an advanced tip here that's not in here. When I first started doing Facebook Lives, what helped me is I would look at other people in my space, whether I had FitKim for a long time, I did videos with that brand for a long time until I launched the Gold Digger Girl last spring. And I would look at people in my industry that had similar audiences, and I would look at their titles to see some of the words, some of the language they were using. Never copy and paste, but you can look at mine. You're more than welcome to use mine for inspiration, because you never want to copy. Obviously, you always want to make your own stuff, but also the algorithm can tell if you're copying. So it's not a good practice. So look at it. If you're like, oh, I like how she said that. I like how she put those words together, and then you can create your own templates for that as well, okay? So there's also a space to jot down your ideas. When you get those ideas for titles, don't do the whole, oh, when I get to my office or when I get home from driving or whatever. You get the voice memo button on your phone and you record the title idea if you're driving, okay? Capture it, write it down, because otherwise you're gonna forget it, I promise. Okay, the next section is social media posts, and then we'll talk about your stories, okay? We'll talk about Instagram and Facebook stories. Okay, so the key to grabbing attention with your social media posts is the post itself, okay? So visually, if you can get a good post, boom, you're gonna get people to stop the scroll. The other thing you can also do is have a great first liner, okay? A great first liner. By the way, if this is helping you, let me know below. So in the comments, I want you to say yes, or say gold digger, put a little fire, let me know. Okay, I wanna make sure this is helping you, because I can't tell. You can't talk back to me, I have no idea. Maybe that's why I like doing lives, is because I like to be bossy. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, could be why. Maybe that's why Elise and I butt heads sometimes, maybe. All right, so what you wanna do is you wanna have a great post visually, or you want an awesome one-liner, or both. Yeah, Leanne knows. It's a little crazy. So my favorite way to get people to stop and look at my post is to create engagement. I love it. It makes me so happy. When I see people interacting with my posts, you guys, it just lights me up because it's all about community. It's all about connection, right? You want to create content that engages your audience. Write that down, okay? Or get the freebie. Write that down. If you're just hopping on, you need to put LINK below. Trisha, I love the elephants, by the way. They're so cute. Put LINK to get the freebie that I'm going over right now, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use engagement. You're gonna create a post that's gonna encourage engagement from your audience, and that's gonna help you with your posting, okay? So I'll give you a couple. Use a GIF. You cannot go wrong with use a GIF. I'm serious. Like, you could put use a GIF to show me what color your eyes are, whatever, it doesn't matter. Use a GIF to show me what you did this weekend. Use a GIF to show, what it's like to be a mom. That would be a good one, by the way. Use a GIF to show us what it's like when it comes to exercise. So use a GIF is going to create engagement every time, okay? The other thing is complete the sentence, okay? So I did this yesterday. It's in the guide to show you as an example. Complete this sentence. So I put, complete the following sentence. When it comes to Instagram, complete the sentence. And so everybody was like, or I said one word to describe, but you could put complete the sentence. So it could be, when it comes to being a mom, my favorite thing is, and then you leave a blank. Okay, so put the blank, like the line, so people know that they're supposed to answer in the comments. Okay, you have to kind of like make sure it makes sense. Okay, complete the sentence. Another one is, I have like so much energy. I don't know what's happening right now. It's a little crazy. When you think of blank, what's the first word that comes to mind? Okay, when you think of blank, what's the first word that comes to mind? So you could put anything in there. Mine was, when you think of Instagram, what's the first word that comes to mind? It was really funny. It was last night on my personal page, so go look at it. It's really funny. I think it was last night. When it comes to money, what's the first word that comes to mind? When it comes to school starting back up, what's the first word that comes to mind? Like, you could do so many different things with it. Another one is, which one should I get? So I posted Rana Madrid's earrings. I had 4 different choices, and I said, what do you guys, I want all of them, but what do you guys think if I picked one pair, which one should I get? And then people were like, oh, I love this. It's creating engagement and asking questions, okay? Also, you can say, what's your favorite? So let's say you're buying a new sofa, or you're picking out some paint colors for your living room, or you're getting ready to plan a trip. Post everything, again, visually aesthetic can grab attention, okay? Post everything, and then you ask people what's your favorite, okay? Another one I like to use is use the middle auto predict button on your cell phone to complete this sentence. So when you're texting somebody and then it suggests words for you. So one time I did, and I'll do this again for Christmas, but it was something about sitting on Santa's lap or something. I don't know, something about Santa. But use the middle auto predict button, keep it PG-13. But what you do is you start a sentence, and then you tell them to keep hitting the auto predict button to be able to finish the sentence. So let me give you an example. Now that the holidays are here, I cannot wait to, and then you tell them, use the middle auto predict button to complete this sentence. So when they type that, well, they can copy it and put it into, so you'd create a text message, or they can put it in the comments. When they hit the middle auto predict button, it's gonna complete the sentence. It's freaking hilarious. Like, they're all funny. It's really, actually really funny. You all should do that today. Then another one I do is I'm taking a poll, and I'll ask a question. Are you extroverted or introverted? Are you left-handed or are you right-handed? Are you, I don't know, just whatever you want to put. Want to know my number one tip when it comes to blank. Want to know my number one tip when it comes to blank. So it could be weight loss, energy. What do you think is going to happen? If you're in health and wellness, boom, right? Well, energy, weight loss, all those people, you could connect with them about that. When it comes to going 7 days without washing my hair, want to know what my number one tip is and how I do that, which is also a true story, but I'm not going to go over that right now. But you could do anything, any subject. You could tell them, what is my number one tip? Do you want to know what it is? To get blank, drop me below. So to get my freebie, to get in my group and get my free training, to get my new to get something, like to get my 3 tips on weight loss, to get my beauty guide, how to get ready in 5 minutes beauty guide, drop me below, and you'll get me. But when people see that there's something they can get, they will stop the scroll. They will stop and be like, oh, what is it? I need to read it. I need to have it. What is it? It's FOMO. FOMO is a good thing. It's going to help you grow your business. Embrace it. And then you can say, put a quote and say, if you agree with this quote, let me see some fire. If it's like a girl boss quote, Don't overuse quotes. I like to just do like 1 or 2 a week. Those are better. Those are better off in your stories, but you can do something like that. Okay, I have a couple of examples of curiosity posts in here. Product curiosity posts are great for engagement. You never want to say the name of your company. You never want to say your product. If you're holding up the product and you can see the name, you need to redo that. Like we don't need to know the product name. It's not going to serve you. I promise you. So I don't like that. So you can do that if you want to. My professional opinion, I would not do that. I would redo that post, or I would like put an emoji or something over it using a editing tool. But a product post with curiosity creates engagement. This is how you know you're doing it right. When you get comments that people say, well, what is it? More info, tell me more, message me, then you know you are creating a real curiosity post. The other one is business curiosity post. So, hey, if you want to get on a team call and check out what we're doing, let me know below. I can get you the link. Or I'm doing an online event. If you want an invite, let me know. That would be business curiosity. Giveaways always do really well. You guys see, I always do giveaways all the time. I love giving stuff away. It's just like my love language. I love it. So giveaways always do really well with engagement because people like to win things. And then the did you know questions, which are in the bottom corner, sprinkle those in, and that's on Facebook, but those are prompted from Facebook, or you can create your own, and those help to get engagement too. So there's some examples in the guide for that. And then last but not least, Facebook and Instagram stories. The best ways to stop the scroll and get engagement is to make sure your stories look great, okay? So, well, you need to post first of all. So I can tell you right now, you guys are doing better with Facebook stories. Instagram stories is lacking big time. The reason why I know is when I unfollow people, it shows you if the person you're gonna go follow or unfollow has recently posted in their stories. If they have any live stories, it'll show you, and it's like less than half of the people. So you need to be posting first of all. I have more trainings on that. The second thing is you need to make sure your posts are dynamic and standing out. So if you're just like posting a picture of yourself, what's up? I mean, that's great, but it's not gonna stop people from, you want people to watch every single one of your stories, okay? So if you've got 10 stories in a live or 4 even, you want someone to watch every single story. You don't want them to look at one and be like boring and pop off and go look at somebody else, okay? You want them to get addicted that every time you post something in your stories, they wanna go look at it. Hands down, the best way to do that is to get comfortable with using stories, the tools that are built in from Facebook and Instagram. Definitely like Instagram better, but I actually will create an Instagram, bring it over to Facebook. Different tools you can use, editing tools. There's things that you can do to bring your stories to life. I have all of that and more in my Instagram course. Imagine that. So if you put LINK below, you're gonna get, and I spell that out by the way because of engagement bait. I don't know if you guys knew that. You're probably like, wow, she spells a lot. My kids are 3 and 5. Yes, I do spell a lot, but that's why. LINK. You'll be put on the wait list for my Instagram course. It's all brand new content because literally everything has changed on Instagram since June 3rd. It's really just a thing. Okay, so what you can do for Facebook and Instagram is get better at it, okay? For the stories, they need to be better. They need to look better, okay? So really start getting the hang of that. Watch mine. Mine would be a good example. I'm sure there's a gazillion others that are you're following already. Go look at those. Okay. So how to create engagement is you want to use the poll feature on Facebook. Facebook only has the poll feature, and the quiz question feature on Instagram. Instagram also has the poll feature, but it's really cool that they have a quiz and a question feature. So that's a little sticker at the top. You can look for those. And you're going to create instant engagement within your stories because it gives people an opportunity to interact and click the button and vote, or, pick a choice of your quiz or answer your question, okay? This is what my routine is. I post everywhere on social media in the morning. It's not perfect, obviously, because my schedule's really tight. I run a tight ship. Sometimes I'm super booked on Zooms and stuff, but ideally, morning time, I go and I post everywhere in my stories as well. And then what I do at night is I refresh all my stories and add new stuff, but then I pull up the stories from the morning. So it's had all day to run, right? So I don't want to wait past 24 hours because then you can't see all the juicy goodness. You really want to get in there within the 24 hours. But you go back to that post and you swipe and it tells you, are you ready for this? It not only tells you everybody who viewed your story, but it tells you who voted, if they answered your question, they answered your quiz, and what their answer was. Could you imagine? So think about it. Whatever your business is, whatever your opportunity is, or just something fun you want to ask your audience, interact with people, ask them questions. Like, even if you're introverted, what a better way to build your business than on your phone? You don't have to even talk to real people. It's amazing. Okay, all that's in here. Some examples for that too, okay? And it's just a great way to connect, okay? So for more trainings on that, look at the freebie. You'll just put LINK, you're gonna get the freebie for that. And then also, if you put LINK, you can get on the wait list for my Instagram course, but you can also get in the wait list to be notified when the Gold Digger University opens up. Next week, I've been working diligently loading over 30 different things for you. 30 different things of master classes, mini classes, little courses, workshops. I mean, you name it. If you're like, I want to learn how to recruit more people. I want to learn how to be a better leader and duplicate. I want to learn systems. I want to learn how to get more streams of income. I want to learn how to be an influencer. I want to learn how to do that 15-minute Facebook party Kimberly's always talking about. I want to tackle Pinterest or Instagram or LinkedIn. I want to really get comfortable with personal branding. I mean, I could go on and on and on. It's kind of a problem. Like, I sort of have an issue with creating content. So to make it easier on you, instead of me always saying, okay, this is what we're doing this week, you will have access to Gold Digger University for as long as you want to. And you will be able to watch and look and play with anything that you want in there. It's a membership program. And whenever I release something new, like I have a Trello training coming up, I need a Trello shirt. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna make a Trello shirt and I'm gonna put it in my shop. If you guys don't know, I have a Gold Digger gear. So the Trello training is coming up. You're gonna want that Trello training. That's gonna be dropped in there, okay? So all the stuff will be put in there. So if you get in the wait list, you'll be the first to be notified when that's released. And last but not least, in the links area, you will see Coach Fryer. You can register for his webinar. Coach Fryer, you guys, if you don't know who he is, you've been living under a rock. There's a few network marketing trainers that I absolutely respect to the ends of the earth because I look at their heart, I look at their character, and I look to see if they know what they're talking about as far as is it aligned with how I teach? Do they build attraction marketing? Do they teach building with attraction marketing, connecting with people, all that stuff. Coach Fryer is one of those people I met really early on in my journey. He's guest trained a couple times in my groups. He's recruited over 700 people personally, but his story is incredible because he did not have success right away. He's also was the number 4 income earner in his company. He has 4 kids. He's just an awesome dude. So he's doing a guest training for my Gold Diggers. So you do have to register to get in, and it's capping at 200 because I did a Zoom meeting instead of a Zoom webinar. A little problem there. But if you register, you'll actually get the replay. So it's during the day tomorrow. It's noon Central. If you can't make it live, don't worry. You'll get the replay sent to you. And he's just going to tell us everything he did to get started. Back to Basics is the name of his training because a lot of you are trying to do like 20 million things and you're getting nothing done. Sound familiar? Okay, I'm going to go train up my team right now. It's so good to see you guys. I will be in Gold Digging Boss Babes tonight at 9:20 p.m. Central to talk about how I went from making $1,000 a month to way more than that, and we'll talk about the details in there. So I'll see you then. Have a great night. Until next time, go out there and crush those goals and create the life of your dreams.